Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I decided to review Twisted Games by Ana Huang. This is the second book of the Twisted series that I was so curious to read after all the hype I've seen on Bookstagram. From the very start in the first book, the tension between Bridget and Race was magnetic and it really made me want to read this book. Stoic, broody, and arrogant elite bodyguard Rice Larson has two rules: protect his clients at all costs and not become emotionally involved with them. He has never once been tempted to break those rules until he met Bridget von Aschenberg. Bridget is a princess with a stubborn streak and matches his own, and a hidden fire that reduces his rules to ash. She's nothing he expected and everything he never knew he wanted. And day by day, inch by inch, she breaks down his defenses until he's faced with the truth he can no longer deny. He swore an oath to protect her, but all he wants is to ruin her and take her, because she's his. Princess Bridget is regal, strong-willed, and bound by the chains of duty. She dreams of the freedom to live and love as she chooses, but when her brother abdicates, she's suddenly faced with the prospect of a loveless, politically expedient marriage and a throne she never wanted. As she navigates the intricacies and treacheries of her new role, she must also hide her desire for a man she can have, her bodyguard. Their love is unexpected and forbidden and can definitely destroy a kingdom. I do love some forbidden romances, especially if they have some good old-fashioned slow burn. I was on the edge of my seat waiting for it all to crash down. Their chemistry was on point and sizzling from the moment they met, but I absolutely loved how they created their relationship. They hated each other a little bit in the beginning, but I loved how they found a way to work together and trust the other. And then when the sparks flew, we got all the love. They were so different, and it wouldn't make sense to pair them up together. They were opposites, but I guess that's what made them work in the end. First and foremost, they loved each other, but they were always so supportive, and Grace was a little overprotected, protective, mostly due to his job of being her bodyguard, which I kind of understand, and a bit possessive, which in certain moments were a bit much. Let the girl dance for a while. But in the end, he was so supportive, and he adored her. She brought a new side of him into the story that I really liked. And Bridget was also super supportive of him, especially with his family story and his past, and she loved him dearly. I guess he pushed her a little to see some dangers around her, and it made her a little more responsible of things, which I felt was kind of nice for her to get her head in the game. I feel like I need to give a shout out to their tender and sweet moments in private. I really loved some of their talks where they got to know each other and their personalities shine through. Of course, there were a lot of sexy scenes, a lot, because their chemistry had to lead us there. Another thing I loved, and I guess the author did the same in the first book of the series, was the subplot of the whole romance thing. In this case, it was Bridget being a princess and ultimately learning to be a queen. I love the plot with all the politics of Bridget's country and the responsibilities and pressures she felt to find her footing in a world she wasn't expecting to be put in or to have such an important role on. And it's why I believe it was genius of Anna to actually have the book be divided into main parts. Before Bridget went back home to be queen, when she was still a student and working for a year in New York, and after she went home and had to learn all she could to be crowned the queen. I just feel sad that we didn't get to see the female friend group as much as in the first book. In this one, the girls appear a few times in the first part of the story and only once or twice in the second part. I would have loved for them to be a little more involved in the story. Even though I got to say that I love to see Bridget in her own environment. With her grandfather and brother, she went through a lot with her parents' deaths in her childhood, so it was really nice to see her heal with the help of these two. Anyway, I'm definitely gonna keep reading this series. Next for me is Twisted Hate, which is Jules and Josh's story, and I'm ready for that hate-love relationship that has been teased since the first one. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings.